If we take a look at the Harvester tab, they're pretty close to even. Income's pretty close to even. So quite a few Zerglings now out on the field for BTNHA, and he's just kind of scouting them around to see if there's any expansions, hidden expansions out for Kit. And Kit seems to be doing the same thing with his Mutalisks. Oh, and these Mutalisks kind of got caught in a bad position. Took a good bit of damage from these Hydras. I don't think he took any losses, but just softening these up. Oh, and he stopped him. He stopped him. Quit paying attention to him. These Hydras were able to pick off 3 or 4 of these Mutalisks. However, these Mutas are going to get a couple free Zergling kills. Not too many, though, because the Zerglings are just so fast. Actually, it did get more than I expected right there. So these Zerglings still just running all the way across the map. And they're trying to scout back up to this last place to check an expansion, but he is going to lose them all. Kind of a mistake right there, I think. But we'll see if it hurts him that much in the end. So BTNH Fan is getting out his own mutas. Let's take a look at the units tab. He does have 11 mutalisks to Kit's 19. And Kit still does have those 16 banelings out, which can just do a number on these Hydras. So here's all of Kit's mutas. Looks like he's going to come in for an attack on this expansion again. Let's see what he chooses to attack. He actually moved into position and then didn't attack, which is a mistake because BTNH Fan did see him because his creep does give him vision. And he was able to come position his units in a good spot. Oh, and once again, bad control from Kit. Just not paying attention to his mutas, and he ended up sacrificing a couple of them. More mutas coming in for BTNH Fan and even picking off 2 or 3 of Kit's right there. So really bad control from Kit. He went from 19 mutalisks down to just 12 without really doing any damage at all. And looks like BTNH Fan able to pick off an Overlord in there, I think is what that was. And he's kind of moving into position for another attack. Oh, a terrible, terrible misclick by Kit right there. I'll explain in a second, because there's about to be a battle. Let's see if he can use these banelings well against these Hydras and Zerglings. Here come the speed banelings. Oh, and able to do just a ton of damage. Oh, they took out almost all the Hydras again. The Zergling's going to be able to come in here and clean up the rest. And Kit just has way too many mutas out right now for BTNH to deal with. So, just a second, I'm going to go back to what I was saying about this. These statues, there's a couple of them on the map. There's one right here, one back there. The statues, you can attack them and destroy them. So he's trying to move his banelings out of the way, and he accidentally right-clicked on the statue, which causes banelings to attack it. And when banelings attack, they explode. So Kit coming in with some Zerglings over here, able to pick off that queen, which is a decent amount of damage, and now having to retreat with his speedlings. BTNH Fan not gonna, he was chasing for a little bit, but all these mutalisks are gonna force him to fall away. So BTNH Fan, looks like both players right now are just going for Muta Zergling, but Kit has the unit advantage in both of those units, so I think BTNH Fan might be in trouble if Kit tries to make something happen. Actually, I'm sorry, mistaken. BTNH Fan has way more Zerglings. So let's see if he chooses to move out and do something. Kit should win this battle just because he has superior muted numbers. BTNH Fan didn't realize that before he attacked. Realizes it now. He has to fall back to his Spore Crawlers to keep his Mutalisks alive at all. Sorry, I'm thinking of the hiccups. So BTNH Fan moving out with all these speedlings. He's probably going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Some banelings morphing in right now for Kit. If he's able to get these banelings out quick enough, I don't think he's going to be able to get them out. So that's just a ton of Zerglings flying in here to do a lot of damage. Going to pick off that queen. Maybe pick off this hatchery. But a ton of mutas coming in to help defend. And here come the banelings. Wow, banelings just floating, killing about 9 or 10 Zerglings right there. And the banelings are just chasing down the Zerglings. Zerglings have to get out of there, but they did do a good bit of damage to this hatchery. Managed to pick off the queen. And stopping to engage, but running away as soon as he sees these banelings. Man, once again, this game is just too action-packed for me to give any sort of insight to the game. What I was trying to say, the Zerglings, although they didn't kill this hatchery, they were able to kill off the queen, killed a couple drones, and they stopped the rest of the drones from mining. We take a look at the Harvester tab again. BTNH Fan has had the advantage in Harvesters for quite a while, so he definitely has a large... Oh, look at this. Kit's going to catch this expansion right as it goes down, force the cancel on it. So he has had a large income advantage, and he's coming back in with these Speedlings. Oh, really good job right there to just pull a couple Speedlings out to take care of the Banelings, so they weren't able to kill the whole mob. As soon as this queen pops out, she's going to go down. A lot of Mutalisks out right now for BTNH Fan, able to pick off that hatchery. And here comes Kit's reinforcements coming back, but kind of a misclick right there, so they ran right past all of BTNH Fan's units and didn't really do any damage. So with that damage right there, BTNH Fan put himself even farther ahead in drone count, and Kit hasn't been making any drones for a long time, and that's going to be his downfall. I just don't see... He's making some drones now, but BTNH Fan's making even more. I just can't imagine him coming back with such a low economy compared to his opponent. So all these Zerglings are going to be caught by these Mutas. BTNH Fan's trying to put down that fourth base again, but here comes the Mutas into the main. I think they're going to be able to do a good bit of damage. Although he kind of pulled back right there. Yeah, he had a chance to run in and do some damage, but changed his mind, came out here to engage all these Mutalisks. Looks like Kit has more, so he's going to be able to win this little battle, but he's taking a lot of damage to those Muta counts. I think I said Hydralisk a couple times when I meant Mutalisk, so I don't know if that matters much. So BTNH Fan coming down here with his superior Zergling count, just killing off a lot of those, or all of Kit's Zerglings right there. He's coming in here to this mostly undefended natural. So he's going to pick off this queen and quite a few drones right here, and increase his economy advantage by even more. Actually, I think only able to pick off 4 drones there, but that will help because he was able to pick off that queen too. And if he's able to get this base up and protect it and get some drones running on it, he's going to be way ahead, I feel like. So Mutalisk's going to take care of these Zerglings. Once again, though, Kit just coming in with a massive Zergling run-by counterattack. He's going to be able to take out this queen. No, he chooses to retreat. So wasn't able to take out the queen. Not sure if he was even able to take out any drones right there, so don't know if that was worth it. So this base now is up for BTNH Fan. His Muta count is still low compared to his opponent, but now he does starting to get some Hydras out on the field again, which will help immensely. Here comes Kit in to do some damage. BTNH Fan saying GG, really not sure why he said that right there, because the game is not over for him, obviously. He's going to throw down a couple Spore Crawlers to try to defend here. He's going to have a tough time holding off all these Mutas just because there's so many Mutas. The Hydras, however, doing a pretty good job of helping defend. And yes, it looks like the Hydras were enough there to defend. So, of course, most of you probably know that, actually, this is just for, I think you have way lots more Mutas. That is true. And Kit even acknowledging he does. But BTNH Fan still has, if you look at the income tab, a decent economic advantage, and he can use that to get back in there. What he really needs to do is stop engaging Muta versus Muta. Just since he doesn't have the right numbers, so he ends up losing quite a few Mutas right there. So, as I was trying to say just a second ago, in case you don't know, GG is generally what you say when you lose the game. You're telling your opponent, good game, but I let you win this game. But I think BTNH Fan said that a little preemptively because he does have some pretty scary force right here. Looks like he has 15 Hydralisks out, and that's going to be able to save his save this base from Muta's harass. This base up here is going to be a little bit exposed, though. The Kit's going to take advantage of it. However, 3 Spore Crawlers and the Queen going to force him to pull back. Take a look at the Units tab once again. It's only 9 Mutalisks out right now for Kit. While BTNH Fan has 44 Zerglings and 16 Hydralisks. And Kit even lost another Muta right there. So Kit trying to make as many drones as possible to try to catch up here. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. He really just doesn't have hardly any units at all right now. If BTNH Fan were to just attack, I think he'd have this game won. But obviously he doesn't feel quite as confident as he should. Take a look at the upgrades. Not sure what he's talking about there. BTNH Fan does have one attack upgrade on his Mutalisks. And he has 2 ranged ground unit upgrades. So these spines doing 14 damage per shot to his opponent's Mutalisks. Okay, here comes BTNH Fan, gonna force a cancel on this hatchery. Oh, he didn't even get a chance to cancel it, so there's 300 minerals lost. So Kit doesn't have any upgrades at all, I don't think, for any of his units. So a big mistake from Kit right there. His units are not as effective as they could be. So it looks like BTNH Fan pushing in for the kill right here, kind of. He's going to be able to take out this expansion pretty easily. Not much Kit can do about it right now. Kit's only chances for these Banelings to do a lot of damage. And wow, those Banelings, oh, they were wasted on not very many Zerglings. I think that's going to be the end of Kit right here. All these Hydralisks coming in. And there's Kit, being a good sport, calling the good game. So a very long game, a lot of back and forth. Each player had the advantage multiple times. But really what it came down to in the end is BTNH Fan able to keep more Harvesters out on the field for longer and keep more bases than his opponent. And eventually his economy was just too strong and he was able to build up way more units than his opponent and just kind of roll in for the win at the end. So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the casting I've done. This is the last replay I have for the YMCA in San Francisco. But who knows, maybe if y'all want me to do some more in the future, I might be up for it. Yeah, I'm out. Oh, where's